crowdofboyz. Peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention and give you boys another women attraction story time. Before I jump into this story time, I want you guys to make sure that you like the content. If you're a subscriber, I thank you. I show my deepest appreciation to all the support and love that I get on the channel, all your donations. If you're new, welcome. Make sure that you also hit the like button as well as subscribe. It's very important if you're new that you subscribe to the content. All ways to donate to the channel will be in the description. I also do one-on-one consultations if you want to talk to the God. We can set it up, book your consultation through my email first, which is crowdofboyz with a Z @gmail.com. And once again, I always like to say on these women attraction stories, excuse me, this isn't to glorify the aspect of this attraction that we get on semen retention. Semen retention isn't based around the woman attraction. You shouldn't use it as a measuring stick of whether semen retention works or doesn't. I have also various content. So if you're new to the content, coming across the content for the first time and you're hearing me speak, and it's on this topic, you need to subscribe because I have more audios speaking on many different aspects of the semen retention, very vast and in-depth audios that I touch on this platform, on my content. So, every now and then I get guys say, semen retention isn't all about the women attraction. I know, you know what I'm saying? But if you're coming across the content and you haven't went into my archives, I encourage that you do that. All right. If you've been here for a minute, you already know what it is, how I get down. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna jump into this content. Well, this story time. And this story time it was something simple, you know what I mean? I was going out, went to the store real fast to grab some quick things. I think I was like low on deodorant, needed some soap and stuff like that. So I wasn't even like grocery shopping, right? I just went to the regular store. I had just finished working out. So, I still had my workout clothes on. You know what I mean? I was just, didn't shower or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I just did my workout. I did a home workout. Needed some stuff for my house, and went to the store real fast. And when I'm out like that, just 15 minutes out, double back, whatever case may be, I'm not really paying anybody no mind. I'm not looking for anything. I'm not expecting attraction, even though, I'm aware I'm on semen retention. I've been on the street for a minute. But if I interact with anybody, to me, it's just regular interaction at this point, right? Because I'm used to getting the attraction, okay? And something that has been also coming across in the comments here and there is, guys saying it's placebo. Just because from their experience, they don't get the woman attraction, or they don't experience people randomly talking to them like that, they feel like it's all in your head. It's placebo, right? But everything that has its cause has an effect. Understand that. All right. That's why I say it goes deeper and is more vast on the semen retention journey. It's just that me, myself, I'm not paying attention to it. And when I catch it, it just goes in my memory bank. And as a content creator, I'm paying attention to it because I'm experiencing these things. And even before I started to create content, was just on semen retention, just living my life, following through with the practice, learning, getting the knowledge on it, studying certain things. When I would get the woman attraction, it would boost my ego. It would assure me, yes, that, this is something to this for real. So a little bit of a confirmation, but I didn't use that as the baseline to say it works. because I remember times in the past where I didn't have trouble attracting females when I wasn't on semen retention. You dig what I'm saying? Like, not to brag or boast or, you know, this isn't my ego talking, but I've always been a handsome guy. You feel what I'm saying? I've always been in the gym. I've been athletic all my life. I played, you know, sports in high school, coming up, growing up. So I've always had a athletic frame. I've never had trouble with the ladies. So, you know, but it has increased in the stares that I get and the people that approach me. There's definitely a difference. Okay, so, you know, for the guys that say it's placebos on your head, hey, you're right. You know, it is a mind thing. But if you haven't experienced it, or you haven't really been on a journey that long or this long, or if you're too much focused out here looking for the attention, you actually look like a weirdo out here. You dig what I'm saying? Looking for people to look at you. What you're actually doing is looking at people. They may be looking at you back, but the way you're looking at them is you're giving off a different type of energy. So the attention that you may seek, it might not come because it might comes off as standoffish or arrogant. You're expecting people to look at you because you're on semen retention. You think you the shit. You moving around in your ego, and you still have parts of your ego that you need to deal with and heal. All right. So understand that if you're not getting the attention and you're basing your journey to see if it's valid due to the female attraction and the attention that you're getting, it don't work like that. The universe itself don't work like that. Okay. Certain things, yes, you set your attention to and you will get and it will manifest. But for some reason, it seems like when you're on the semen retention journey and you're not focused on what you're on this journey for real on, you won't receive those benefits. Especially if you're spiritual out there. We are supposed to be seeking God first, seeking us, the inner self, going in and elevating to our higher selves before we can really attract people for real. All right. So if you vibrating low, you're on semen retention, but you're twiddling back and forth and your attention isn't set on a true goal, you're just trying it out or testing semen retention out to see if the woman attraction is true, then your heart is in the wrong place. You will not be rewarded for your work. And if you are rewarded and you are receiving the attention, after a while you start to notice it and you start to use it, or you start to manipulate, you know, these certain benefits, it will come back to bite you. I've said this before. All right. So understand that this woman attraction, don't let it be a baseline. All right. So let me get back to the story. I just wanted to put that out there. Right. I go to the store and I go get what I need to get. But, you know, once when I'm out, I want to make sure, you know, I'm not missing anything. You know, I'm on my phone. I go through certain aisles just to make sure if I may have forgotten something. And my boys, it was this. I'm into my melanated queens out there. All right? I like black girls. Okay. I want to put that out there. But I love and appreciate all women. You know, any race, color, creed, old, young. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't discriminate. But me, my personal preference is what makes me weak as a man is a black woman. Okay. But this particular time I run into a Hispanic female. And I'm in the aisle and I think I'm looking at hair conditioner or something like that, right? I'm in the hair aisle or the hair care aisle, shampoos and all that other stuff, right? And I'm just looking at the prices of certain conditioners and stuff like that. And she walks by the aisle, right? And I happen to look. I just so happen to look. She was beautiful, by the way. All right. Very radiant skin, long hair. You know, she had a nice little body on her. And I just happened to look, you know, she was passing by and I just looked. And when she looked at me, like she made this stank look, like gave me attitude and like made this look like what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck you looking at? And I didn't pay it no mind. Like, I didn't really care. I just, you know, just so happened to look. But I can tell by her energy, she's used to getting stares and looks because she looks good. She's a beautiful girl. And when she comes across, you know, dudes or whatever who catches if she catches somebody's attention, she's used to getting that look and stare. And being that I looked and I didn't say anything, or I didn't even stare that long. Like, I just so happened to look, and she just gave that, standoffish, typical, judging me, what I mean, by my look, at first glance. But something caught her, though, because we locked eyes for a quick second as she walked by, right? And she kept it moving. But when she did that, she kind of did that move. I continued to just, I just turned my head, didn't give no facial expression, nothing, and just continued to look at the products I was shopping for, right? And I stood there for a quick second, and it just went in my memory bank and then just out the other. But I didn't take that as, oh, my semen retention must not be working with the attraction because this female just gave me a stink look. I didn't correlate it with that. Like I said, I'm just living my life. I'm really out here. I know I look bummy and shit like that. I got gym clothes on, a little sweaty or whatever the case may be. I'm not at my best right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't even care. That's the thing. Like, I'm really in a carefree, flow-free state. So I'm not even really thinking about it. I'm just saying it for the contents and purposes of this content, of the state that I was in and how it affected me. It didn't affect me at all. I just continued to look at my products and was just like, maybe she's having a bad day. Or, she's seen me. I fit the stereotype of a nigga, if you will. Seeing her and, taking a glance, taking a look. Probably thought I was going to look at her butt or try to come talk to her. But I just happened to, see who was walking by. I looked and looked back. I didn't stare or anything like that. But she did, like, at first glance, give me that look. And then I'm like, okay. I stood in that aisle for about a good minute, just looking at the different products, reading, certain stuff that's on the back of the, these products or whatever, what chemicals and stuff that they have in these conditioners. Because I'm, growing out my hair. So I'm looking out for good conditioner stuff, too. As well as my beard. I like to put conditioner in my beard and stuff like that to keep it moisturized. This is all hygiene stuff as a man that you need to do if you're doing certain things, right? So I'm, taking my time in the aisle. That's what I'm really focused on, like which one of these products am I about to buy, and which is, expensive. Why? I'm doing my research on these things. This girl walks back in the aisle. And I'm the only person in the aisle, right? She walks by, give me a stink look, and then, a minute or two goes by. I'm looking at a product. She walks by. Now she's walking by slowly. You dig what I'm saying? And I catch her at the corner of my eye, and she stands there. She stands at like, the corner of the aisle for a little minute. She's, like, now she's acting like, I don't know, like, it looked like she was, like, checking her phone. But she stood, like, in the middle / like, end of the aisle. And I'm like, oh, I see. You think this is she places herself back in my presence, basically, to see if, I'm going to probably approach, say something. Now here's my shot. I'm available to shoot my shot if I really, really want to at this point. And I didn't, obviously I didn't. I just, made a decision that I'm going to do further research when I get home on which products I'm going to, use. Because I didn't want to get something from the store that I was at just because I was there. I was like, nah, let me, not make a impulsive buy and, get the stuff that I came here to get and go home. And that was that. You dig what I'm saying? I paid for my stuff and I went home. And once again, like, I didn't, chalk it up from that experience, being that she first gave me the first glance, because women, like I said, being that they are used to the attention, they can see someone that they like, that they find handsome, that they can sense energy off of. And when they first encounter it, they're not used to that type of energy. So the response they may give you can be standoffish because they're used to dealing with a certain energy and a certain nigga. So their energy is going to be set on that. You can't fault these females for that. And when they see you and they don't give you attention, or you don't see the attraction and they're not wearing it on their sleeves, you can't complain about that. It's not necessarily something wrong with you, or you're not doing something right on retention. It's just they are used to dealing with certain energy and certain men. and they are set in a certain energy. But when you catch their eye for real and their attention, after a while, after a time, or even as short as a span in a couple of minutes, especially if you vibrating high, my boys, the women attraction is there and will be there. Another thing is that you have the right also to be assertive, to use your power. If you feel like semen retention isn't working for you, you're not getting the woman attraction, I challenge you to go talk to a woman and try to hold the conversation, because the problem may be you. If you place yourself in the presence of a woman that you notice and you think that she doesn't notice you, get her to notice you then. That's what you do. Some of you guys out here are lazy. You're scared to talk to women. You don't know still how to have a conversation with the women or hold a conversation with a woman. So it's easy to say, I've been on retention for 2 months and I don't get women attraction, or I don't notice the women attraction. Then I would say it's your fault. It's you. We talk about self a lot, right? Self-confidence. Have some confidence. Approach women. Talk to them if you want to attract women. What you about? What are you about, my boy? This isn't to bash you guys or anything like that, or make it seem like you punks or anything like that. But if you're not getting woman attraction, if that's something you're looking for, especially guys who say it's placebo and are trying to validate semen retention based off of the woman attraction, just a small aspect of a benefit that they're not getting, then I challenge you to go up and approach a woman, any woman. It don't got to be a specific one that you may like or that you find attractive, but I will encourage you to do that, to do so. Test your confidence. Be assertive. Okay? And see how that conversation goes. See if that woman lights up. You dig what I'm saying? That girl, when she came back and, stood there and didn't see that I didn't look at her again, like didn't pay her no mind, I know that kind of, fucked her up a little bit. She gave me the stank look, walked by and was like, damn, hold on for a second. Like, he was actually kind of handsome. You know what I mean? That's actually somebody that I would want to come and talk to me. She came back, doubled back, tried to place herself in my presence, see what move I was going to make, and I didn't make any move at all. I was minding my business. She wasn't looking for anything in the aisle. She just stood in the aisle. The line doesn't start here, sweetheart. So what you came back and stood here for? Pay attention to your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on around you. Even if you get a dirty look, that can be a disguise. Account for other people's energy and feel the energy around you. Okay? It's very important. We take things on a face value and we take things in the physical so much, but tap into energy. It's very key that you use energy and you tap into the energy around you. You'll be able to detect and have better awareness of the things that's going on around and read people. All right. That girl messed up her opportunity, man. You know what I mean? If there was an opportunity, like I said, I have a preference or whatever. So regardless, I wasn't going to approach anyway, even if she came by and gave me a smile. You dig what I'm saying? I would have just smiled back or whatever the case may be, and that would have been that. You know what I mean? I'm set on a different frequency as of right now. So, I'm not letting those things distract me, because I do get that from other women. You dig what I'm saying? I do get the smiles. I do get the, the conversations, the random conversations and stuff like that. But with her, she messed up an opportunity to even have a conversation with the guy. You dig? Because she came by and had attitude. I'm always open to a conversation, male or female. That's the thing. You have to have open energy. If you don't have open energy, then, this won't work too much for you, especially if you are trying to receive or gain attraction. You have to have an open heart chakra. You have to be open. All right. You have to be receptive to energy, as well as being able to give away energy too, in the form of conversation, in the form of time, in the form of a little bit of attention. All right. With that said, my boys, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. As always, with love and peace.